Alright guys, it's time to introduce you to our newest loom here at Spinning Shadows. This is a Lily Mills company 2-shaft table loom that I just purchased a couple of days ago, and as you can see, it's in fairly good condition. The heddles have fallen down, and looks like this was once for sale in a store, but I found it on Facebook. A friend of mine actually found this on Facebook Marketplace, and looking at her, really this is the first time in a couple of days that since I purchased it, that I really got to look at it. And first things I notice is the wood is in fairly good condition. It's a little bit chipped, tiny bit dry. It feels like it's got a lacquer on it. It's got a sticker here. Let's get rid of that. And let's see. Looks like, whoop, let's not lose the phone. Looks like the reed, which is this here, your beater on a loom, a table loom or a big loom. This is the reed, is fairly rust free. It looks like it's got the beginnings of some rust, but it looks like it's been kept well. The heddle is in, looks like fairly good condition as well. Maybe one bent heddle. Now this is our heddle right here, our heddle setup. So let's see, what else do we have here? Got 2 leaf sticks tied on. Those definitely need some oil. And it was some pretty cotton here. Let's see if I can get these untied and set aside. There we go. Looks like this was set up for sale in a local a consignment shop, probably. We have one down the road. It's rather fun. Alrighty. Let's see here. Well, let's see. We have a tie here. There we go. Oh, yeah. If I can see what I'm focusing on, that would be great too. Tomorrow, hopefully, if the post office does not lose it, we will be getting in a new camera for these videos. This is rather exciting. It's a GoPro equivalent, so I can show you what I'm doing firsthand. But for the moment, while I'm fussing with these heddles, let's see, I apologize if the shot goes out of focus. Maybe turn off the phone and or just keep filming and try to see what I'm pointing at here. That would, might be more interesting if you can see what the heck you're looking at. Supposed to be looking at while I'm yakking. Let's see. All right. So, what do we have going on here? From the pictures I've seen of these looms. Okay, so this heddle goes to the back. So we'll work on one side at a time to get it back to working order. Oof, and there's a lot of dust on this thing. And this bottom bar looks like it's quite old. Well, dry. Old. And that was a camera drop. This is why we're getting a new camera. Oh, let's try and secure it again. I might edit that out. Okay. Yes, the problem with fussing with a camera precariously perched. Let's see here. Let's pull this up. Let's see. Now what are we looking at? Okay. Yep. Yep, that works. Let's see, how far up is that? Okay. Now, how these looms work, this two shaft loom, is this bar here turns, and as you can see, the rope either lowers or raises, and that's how you change the shed on your loom. Now I'm gonna try and get this thing fairly straight up so that when it's in neutral, you know, everything lines up. And find a nice neutral spot position for this. Yeah, and we'll just tie that once and leave it. Then we'll come around to the other side and look at how that's going there. Let's see. Let's get that back to somewhat neutral position. And let's see. It's not happy because all the weight's at the other end. Oh. Okay, there we go. Yeah. This is fun. Next time on Spinning Shadows, how I ruined my loom by fussing a little bit much. I also notice I have a lot of rope on one side. Okay. Well, we'll just leave that there for the moment. And tackle the other side. You know, I'm probably gonna drop this again, so I'll pause right here and tie up the other side and show you afterwards. Okay, note to my silly self, if I actually turned the loom like a smart person would do, I might not have so much trouble tying it. Future note, turn the object you are working on so you don't look like a complete doofus, as I do. So, as you can see, I've got the back tied up, finally, and I'm working on tying up the front mildly, evenly, and then we'll work on the bottom here, and that should keep everything here that you can see, maybe if I point the camera in the right direction, everything in place. So, as it stands, this looks like the neutral position right here. That may or may not work. I might have to lengthen those. So, in order, as you can see with it going up and down like that, in order to create a shed, that's the opening, you put the heddle through, or shuttle through. You know, the heddles here need to be offset by some degree or another, and if they only move a little tiny bit, that means that shed is only going to be about 2 inches maybe, so the shuttle that goes through will have to be rather small, so I might lengthen those out a bit later once I have a good look at it. But you can see from that, that's how that functions there. Let's see. And now it's uneven. It's okay. There we go. Much better. Okay. Should work with just lengthening the front. Let's see. Now the back's uneven. Okay. Well, that works. Yeah, that may take me more fiddling than I have video time to expend to get that perfectly even, which it may never be, but that's fine. Okay. Yeah. Okay, looking good. All right. Now to tend to the front, the bottom here. Hopefully you can see if I'm not really looking at the camera right now. Let's see, we've got a bent heddle here. These should be steel, so there we go. Straight. Haha. Amazing. And now we have brads in the holes here. I have no idea what those are doing there. Okay, so brad removal 101. I did bring a multi-tool to the job in case it was needed, but it might not be. Let's see. Alright, and for that, we have a string here that's not even long enough for the job. And as I drop the camera again, let's see. Trim. Okay, now I'll show you how this beautiful loom is set up the other way, and I'll just use some of this convenient string that came with it. Let me change the camera angle so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, after a minor heart attack where I thought I lost some video footage, my first 5 minutes, I'm now ready to tie up the bottom, and I'll show you how that works real quick. Let me see here. Yeah, I can see what I'm doing. All right, so this is just to keep it even on the bottom. So I'll use this convenient thread that came with the loom that was tying up the least sticks. I'll show you how those work at a later date when we actually warp her up for weaving. So let me tie that with a bow, and then I'll bring it underneath this and tie it semi-tight. Firmly would be a good term for it. This feels like it's just really old cotton thread or something. There we go. Okay. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Old cotton thread. All right. That may not work. Thankfully, I have some new cotton thread for the job in case it's needed. Okay. Well, we'll just leave that. All right. Grab another piece here. Oh, wow. Yeah, I can break that with my hands. Let's see. Thank goodness for bringing convenient tools to the job. Let's see. Let's see if I can show you the other one. Here. Never mind. I'll just put it back in its usual spot. There we go. From my perspective. And probably a little louder too. Let's see. I might have to do this with both of the sides, but for now this will work. So I'm just tying the bottom with a simple, tied once and then a bow in case I ever want to remove it, which is always nice. You don't have to use scissors and a needle to remove a knot from something. Okay, let's see. There we go. There. That's nice. Yeah, I probably will change out the other side with this. It's just number 10 crochet cotton that I had lying around in the stash. You never know what you use crochet cotton for. I would recommend always keeping at least one cone. If you're a weaver, fiber artist of any type, crochet cotton is very handy to have in the studio for work of various types. It's good for tying, it's good for all sorts of things. It's also nice to weave with if you do bands, and yeah, we'll just get that off there. Awesome. All right, now let's see. This is a little loose. That's interesting. Okay, now, very nice. So now it works. It's a little bit. Is it still uneven in the back? I bet you it is, but that's okay. We'll fix that later. All right, so that's the heddles there in semi-functioning order. As you can see, this bottom roller is not staying in its slot. That's might be a problem. There we go. Okay. And also I need to firm up that back yarn. Anyway, so that's how that works. When it's warped up, which I'll show you later on, the threads will all come through here. They'll come through the heddles and through this beater. And got about a hand's length of space here. You put the shuttle through and bead into place and change the position, put it through again, bead into place, and that's how it works. Let's see, what else here before I just really get into cleaning with this with some oil and getting her ready to go. What else should this needs to be evened up. Anyway, as you can see here, I'll take the camera out so we can get a good angle. There's this ratchet and pawl system here for braking. You know, like a car's brakes to stop it from rolling. It's really nice steel. And then over here in the back, we have the same thing. If you're a new weaver, it's incredibly important to make note of which way this turns and stops. If you roll your weaving on the wrong way, like say this is turned clockwise, if you wind it on counterclockwise, this braking system will not work and your weaving will just slip. So it's easy enough to fix if you wind on this long warp. Well, it's tedious to fix, but you can fix it if you roll it on the wrong way. So same thing for the front. Just make sure that you you roll your bar in a manner that this brake will catch. And then once we get a length woven on, you just roll that on. And then the back, it's, you lift the brake and roll it forward. Okay, now I will, this annoys me, I'll fix this and apply some oil and get back to you in, well, who knows how long, but it'll be fun to see this loom in functioning order. I'm going to have my mom help me pick out colors and yarn for weaving for first project for this. And as you can see, this reed here is actually it's about a mid-size. I'll have to look up the sizes. There's like 10 dent, which means how many holes there are. I think this might be a 10 dent reed. And so this means I'll be weaving with stock weight and less yarn. I'm not quite sure. This could take worsted weight yarn, which is, there's different terms for weavers, what they call that, but I'm a knitter first, so my terms are like lace, sock, worsted, those kind of terms. But this is definitely not for weaving with bulky types of yarn. This is for finer stuff, which is perfect for my purposes. Anyway, I will get back to you when I can. Have a great day. If you like this video, please hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell so you know when I upload new videos, and leave a comment if you like this video, if you hated it, if there's something I could improve, like my camera and not dropping it on the table. You could definitely comment on that, though we are getting a new camera tomorrow, and I'll leave a video on that. Hopefully I will have my cameraman who will make sure that this thing doesn't drop on the floor. That would be bad. Anyway, have a great day. Oh, I just had to show this. This is right after this loom has received a light oil bath. Look how shiny she is. Gonna wait for that to dry a little bit, and then I'll pick out some yarn, most likely some hand spun, and warp and weave, which I will show in video format. Now, if anybody has any information about when these looms were made, I've seen some eBay listings that said they're from the 40s or 50s. I'm not quite sure. Maybe it's from the 50s or 70s even. If anybody has some information on these beautiful little looms, then I would really appreciate it. Please let me know in the comments down below. Anyway, have a nice day.